There's not much in here, just a photograph and a letter.
That's her. That's the ghost at the construction site.
So our ghost's name is Mavis Wilcox.
I'd bet the farm on it. That's her. Definitely the lady at the site.
This kid doesn't look too happy to be with Mavis. He's wearing a Columbia University sweatshirt. There's no entry for that. Yep, there's a listing for the New Yorker. Their main office is in Midtown.
Thank you for calling the New Yorker. How can I help you?
Hello, yes. I'm trying to reach a reporter named Mitchell.
Let's see now. Mitchell. We have a Joseph Mitchell on staff. Is that him?
I guess it's worth a try. Is he in?
Yes, he is. Hold, please.
He's not answering. Maybe I should go up there in person. Come on, let's get out of here.
Right behind you.
Yes? Can I help you?
Are you Mr. Mitchell?
I sure am.
I'm Lauren Blackwell.
Well, do come in, Miss Blackwell.
I was hoping that you could help me.
Well, I'll do what I can. What is this regarding? Are you a reporter or...
No, an independent investigator.
I see, so you're not with the police.
Would it matter if I was?
No, it wouldn't. So what can I do for you, Miss Blackwell?
So how long have you been working here?
Do you always ask such personal questions?
I'm just curious about the sort of work you do.
I write about people, Miss Blackwell.
What sort of people?
Not the famous sort. Just ordinary people, like you or me.
Ordinary people. Like me.
You find that amusing?
Oh, not at all. Have you heard these reports of saxophone music on the Roosevelt Island Promenade?
Saxophone music? On the promenade? I'm afraid not. I haven't been to that area since, well, in a while.
Have you ever heard of a band called the C Sharps?
The C Sharps? They were a jazz band, weren't they?
You've heard of them?
Yes.
Can you tell me anything about them?
Sorry, I've never actually heard them play. In my line of work, you just pick these things up.
Have you ever heard of a band?
The C they were a
You've heard of them?
Yes.
Can you tell?
Sorry, I've never in my line of
Did you know Mavis Wilcox?
Miss Wilcox. Yes, I remember her. Lived uptown a ways before she died.
How did you know her?
I wanted to write a piece about her, so I met her for a spell. Interesting woman. How did you know her?
I'm looking into her death.
I see.
So tell me about yourself, Mr. Mitchell.
I beg your pardon.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes, I heard you. I hope you didn't come here simply to interview me. I'm afraid I'd make a poor interview subject.
So what can you tell me about Mavis? I get the impression she didn't get out much.
That's an understatement. I got in touch with her through a colleague who was covering that demolition. I wondered what made a woman like that tick, so I made an appointment to meet with her.
What was she like?
A very gracious woman. Brought me in, made me a cup of tea, showed me pictures of her family. All in all, it was a pleasant way to spend an afternoon.
What happened to her?
Killed, so they say. Was found choked to death in her own apartment.
Any thoughts on who did it?
Well, there were rumors that the labor union decided to take matters into their own hands, as it were. But I doubt that. The police ruled it was some squatter or drifter or something, and left it at that.
And what do you think?
Me? I have no theory.
So tell me about yourself, Mr. Mitchell.
I beg your pardon.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes, I heard you. I hope you didn't. I'm afraid.
Why did you want to write about her?
I found her fascinating. She was asked to leave. She was begged to leave. She was even offered lots of money to leave. But she kept refusing. She was too scared. I had to know why.
And what did you discover?
That, Miss Blackwell, is the eternal question. I've spoken to hundreds of people over the years. Most of them were odder than Mavis. It's impossible to decipher the whys and the hows. As time went on, I've contented myself just with the whats.
Anything else you can tell me about Mavis?
I'm afraid I've told you everything.
I'd like to read your piece about Mavis.
I'm afraid I no longer have it.
Do you know what issue it was in? I'd like to look it up.
I never published it. I was going to, but then Mavis died and it just seemed wrong somehow. I don't even have the rough copies anymore. I'm sorry.
I think that's all for now.
All right. You have a good night now.
It's open!
Mrs. Sherman?
Hello again. You got more questions for me?
Yes, I do.
Well, hurry up and ask. I ain't getting any younger.
Do you know anything about this picture?
I don't know the boy, but that was Mavis's living room. If Mavis had a son, I never saw him.
Do you know any reporters from the New Yorker magazine?
Reporters? No.
Goodbye, Mrs. Sherman.
Don't mention it.
Yes? Twice in one evening? Come on in, sit down.
I think that's all for now.
All right. You have a good night now.
Is that who I think it is?
Oh no.
Wait, please. Do you understand? Do you feel it? Do you see it?
I told you I have no idea what you're talking about.
You will. You will. I'm sorry.
Is she following us?
I don't know.
She kind of creeps me out.
Me too. I wish I could put my finger on why. Nobody's getting in this way. Nobody living, anyway. I'm going in again. You know what to do.
Yeah, I'll wait here.
Where else can I go? They want to fight? I'll give them one.
Hey, kid! Knock on the gate again.
Another visitor. Oh, you again.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
Look, I've had enough. I'm not going to stand here and indulge in idle chit-chat. Who are you?
It's me, your husband. I've come back.
John? John, is that really you?
In the flesh.
No. John Durkin is dead.
John Durkin.
Dead. You can't be him. You're not fooling me. You're one of them, aren't you?
One of them? Who is them?
I told you all before, I am not leaving. The only way you can drag me out of here is as a corpse. Goodbye. I'd like to see them try.
Hey, kid. Knock on the gate again.
My, I'm popular today. Oh, you again.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
Look, I've had enough. I'm not going to stand here and indulge in idle chit-chat. Who are you?
It's me, your son.
Sam?
Yep, that's me.
Sam! It's been so long. Look at you.
Yeah, look at me.
Sorry, I was so rude. I almost didn't recognize you. Come on in, Sam. I'll make you dinner.
No, I can only stay for a minute. I have some questions I need to ask you.
Of course, Sam.
So, Mom, how's it going?
Oh, you know me, Sam. It's tough living here on my own, but I get by.
Yeah, I can see that. Listen, Mom, I need you to think very carefully. What's the last thing you remember?
What do you mean? Answering the door and seeing you, of course.
And before that?
Nothing. You know nobody comes here. Except for the grocer sometimes. And that...
That who?
Nobody.
So, Mom, how are my brothers and or sisters?
That's not funny, Sam. You know you're an only child.
Right, just checking. How's Dad, Mom?
Oh, Sam. You know that your father is dead. John Durkin died years ago.
Ah, right. Sorry. Do you know anything about a ghost on Roosevelt Island?
A ghost? Sam, don't be silly.
Ever listen to jazz music, Mom?
Music? No, Sam, you know that.
So, tell me more about yourself, Mom.
Sam, since when did you become so interested?
Just trying to get to know you better.
Well, isn't that sweet? But I honestly don't know what to tell you.
Have you been talking to a reporter from the New Yorker?
Yes, such a nice man. He came over and talked to me for a bit. I liked him. He listened to me.
What did you talk about?
Oh, this and that. Don't know why he was so interested.
So what can you tell me about me?
You're so confusing, Sam.
Never mind. Do you know a guy named John Durkin?
Is that a joke, Sam? You know he's been dead for 10 years.
Sorry.
How can you forget? He was your father!
Slipped my mind.
Slipped your mind?
Just, look, forget it. Mom, look around carefully. Are you sure that you're at home?
You're so confusing, Sam. Look at the door. It says D, clear as day.
I'm going to go now, Mom. I'll come back to visit you soon.
Sure, Sam. I'll be here. I'd like to see them try.
So how's your new friend?
Oh, just dandy.